Let's be honest, as much as we love watching a hero struggle, train, and gradually level up to become a powerhouse, sometimes we just want to sit back, turn off our brains, and watch someone obliterate their enemies with zero effort. There's just something so satisfying about a main character who walks in, throws one punch, and leaves their opponent questioning all of their life choices.
Today, we're counting down the top 10 anime with an overpowered main character, where the MC doesn't need any power ups or training arcs because, let's face it, they were born OP. If you're in the mood for some serious beatdowns and god level flexing, then buckle up. This list is for you.
Number 5, Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. We've got an abundance of airheaded, overpowered protagonists, and while it's always fun watching them bulldoze through situations, seeing an overly cautious character like Seiya is a delight of its own. Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered, but overly cautious gives us Seiya Ryuguin, a hero so paranoid he trains for weeks just to fight a slime, and when he finally fights it, he uses his most powerful spell, then casts it again and again just to make absolutely sure it's dead. The guy is so overly prepared, villains don't even stand a chance. One even declares, "I've seen through your plan," to which Seiya responds, "Which one?" Because he's calculated every possible variable, and with so many backup plans, even the alphabet isn't enough to name them all. Despite his mountain of mana, Seiya is stingy about using it, constantly worried about running out even when he's far from it. Between the comedy of Seiya's caution, the epic action sequences, and the romance sprinkled throughout, this anime is a must-watch for anyone who loves OP characters, especially ones who go to the extreme to make sure they're always 10 steps ahead.
Number 4, God of High School. At number 4, we've got the God of High School, an anime that takes the concept of a high school tournament and cranks it up to godly proportions. The show revolves around a fighting competition among high schoolers where participants duke it out to become the strongest fighter and have any wish granted. Simple enough, right? Except for the part where some of these high schoolers are literally wielding powers that could level entire cities. Our main guy, Jin Mori, is the classic shonen airhead, punch first, think later, if at all. But Jin isn't just some overly enthusiastic martial artist. It turns out he's also a god. Yep, in the middle of this high school beatdown fest, Jin's out here casually flexing divine powers, and most of the time, he doesn't even realize it. He's playful, loyal, and somehow both wise and as clueless as they come. One minute he's cracking jokes, and the next, he's flattening opponents like it's a light workout. The tournament itself is no small feat. Fighters come in with insane skills, mystical abilities, and even borrowed powers from gods and legendary figures. But Jin? Nah, he's over here casually summoning divine might like he's ordering fast food. The other competitors don't stand a chance. The anime's packed with intense action, larger-than-life powers, and enough god-punching madness to make you question if high schoolers should really be this terrifying.
Number 3, How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. Imagine getting transported to a fantasy world where you're basically a god, an unstoppable force of power and might. Sounds amazing, right? Well, unless you're Sakamoto Takuma, who's OP in every possible way, except when it comes to human interaction. At number 2, we've got How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, and trust me, the title says it all. Takuma, a shut-in NEET, is so ridiculously strong in the MMORPG cross reverie that he's called the Demon Lord. One day, he's summoned to another world as his overpowered in-game avatar, and boom, he's got all his godlike powers. But here's the twist. This god is a total wuss. Instead of taking the world by storm, he's hit with a massive case of social anxiety. To make things even more awkward, the two girls who summoned him try to slap a slave spell on him, but Takuma's got magic reflect, so naturally the spell bounces back, and now they're the ones stuck with magical slave collars. So now, this so-called demon lord is stuck pretending to be his tough, menacing character, all while he's freaking out inside. With his crazy high stats and cross-reverie knowledge, he's unstoppable in battle, but talking to actual people, total disaster. He's just trying to figure out how to remove the slave collars, help his companions with their personal baggage, and not completely lose his cool. Watching him juggle being the world's most OP character while secretly being an awkward mess is just the cherry on top. So if you're looking for an OP protagonist who could crush worlds but can't handle small talk, How Not to Summon a Demon Lord is exactly what you need.
Number 2, Mashal, Magic and Muscles. At number 2, we've got Mashal, Magic and Muscles, where magic is everything, and our boy Mash Burndead is out here defying the whole system with nothing but sheer brawn. In a world where magical ability determines your social status, Mash has none. Zero. Zip. Nada. But does that stop him? Nope. He's too busy bench pressing trees and dodging magical death rays to care. The hilarious thing about Mash, aside from his insane strength, is his complete airhead personality. This guy couldn't lie to save his life. Literally. Every time he tries, it's so obvious that it creates some of the funniest and most awkward situations ever. Despite the constant threat of execution looming over his head, Mash just goes about his day, smashing magic spells with his fists, flying by running really fast, and causing mass confusion everywhere he goes. His determination to become a divine visionary at Easton Magic Academy, where only elite wizards thrive, is nothing short of outrageous. But it's his innocent, clueless nature, paired with his overwhelming power that makes this anime pure comedy gold.
Number 1, Eminence in Shadows. At number 1, we've got Eminence in Shadow, an anime so outrageously over the top, it'll make you question reality itself. Meet Sid Kagano, your average high schooler with one not-so-average dream, to become the ultimate shadowy mastermind. He spends his entire life pretending to be this mysterious anti-hero, the Eminence in Shadow, until reality smacks him in the face. And by reality, I mean Truck Kun. But it turns out getting hit by that truck was the best thing that ever happened to him. Reincarnated into another world, Sid finally gets the powers he always dreamed of. So what does he do? Exactly what every OP protagonist does. Pretend he's weak and act like a total background NPC. Except in his secret identity, he saves a random elf girl from some bandits and spins an outrageous story about a secret evil cult. The joke's on him though, his made-up cult, it's 100% real. And the elf girl, she goes on to found the Shadow Garden, a secret organization that basically becomes the Illuminati of this world. The best part? Sid is still totally clueless. While his followers are off toppling governments and defeating the actual evil cult, Sid's just over here, broke as a joke, playing the minor side character in the day and fulfilling his fantasy of being the Eminence in Shadow at night, blowing up mountains and casually dropping lines like "I am atomic." His over-the-top abilities are both ridiculous and hilarious, as he remains the only one unaware of his insane power while his poor enemies get obliterated. With explosive action, absurd plot twists, and comedy that's atomic in its delivery, Eminence in Shadow takes OP to a whole new level. Kagano.
And that wraps up our list of the top 5 anime with overpowered main characters. We hope you enjoyed watching as much as we enjoyed making it. Got a favorite OP protagonist we didn't mention? Drop your pick in the comments below. We're always down for a part 2 if you guys want it.
Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more anime content, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.